All right, let's talk about setting our camera for real estate photography. The first thing we want to do is make sure that our camera is set on manual right here. So that's on the very top of the camera. There's an M. We're shooting on manual mode. Just means that we can set all the camera settings manually and the camera's not changing it automatically. So once we have manual set, of course, we'll turn on our camera. The second thing we want to do is set our drive mode. So we'll press FN and it'll be on the very left corner. It's already set in our FN, which is just our quick settings. We'll go to the very left, and normally it is on single shooting when you first open up your camera. So we'll go to drive mode. You want to go all the way down until you see drive mode continuous bracket. Usually it's set on the first one. So what you want to do is go all the way over until we're at continuous bracket 2.0 5 images. This means we're shooting 5 images, all different exposures. That way we can get perfect lighting inside and outside or any type of bracketed image correctly. So once your bracketed is set, we also want to set a timer because we are putting the camera on a tripod and we want it still as possible. If we're over here trying to press it, it might shake just a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll go to menu, we'll go over to the first setting here, go over, we'll go to drive mode, make sure it's set to continuous bracket 2.0 5 images. We'll go to bracket settings, we'll go to self timer. We're setting a timer for 2 seconds. Typically we're having it on a tripod, and what it'll do is when you press the take a photo button, it'll give you 2 seconds to kind of walk away from the camera or take your hand off it so it doesn't shake. If you need more time, just starting out practicing, you can do 5 seconds. But typically we're trying to get through a shoot pretty quickly. Once you get to 5 to 10 seconds, that's gonna make your shoot time way longer. And really that's kind of unnecessary. All right, from here, when we're shooting the interior of a home, I always have the camera setting set to 1/15, so you just want to change your shutter here, and that is using this dial up here. So we're at 1/15, 7.1, and then our ISO is usually what we change. So if you guys want to write this down, it's 1/15, 7.1, and then our ISO is always changing. So what we want to do is always make sure that our meter here is set to 0.0. If we have it overexposed, it'll do a plus. If we have it underexposed, it'll say minus. So anytime you're taking a photo, no matter where it is inside, you want to make sure it says 0.0. That is going to make sure that all 5 images from the bracketed are perfectly exposed. It's getting the inside, outside, getting a couple different exposures. You'll kind of scroll through the images here and you'll see there's like a bright one, super dark, kind of normal. They're all different exposures, so we can put them together and it kind of looks like an HDR image, if that makes sense. So you'll be able to see inside and out. If you ever shot a photo inside with your phone, you'll be able to see that you can see the inside correctly, but the outside's usually overexposed. So when we're taking these bracketed images, we can put these together because they're in the exact same spot, and we can combine them so you can see inside and out. It looks super good. All right, so when we're shooting the exterior of a home, this will change a little bit. We will make sure that it's always at 0.0, no matter what we're doing inside or outside. But when we're shooting the outside, usually our ISO go down because it is super bright outside. So normally I'm kind of right at here at 100. Then you can change your aperture, which now it's at 7.1, so you can crank it, which makes it darker. So usually if you get an f22, you might be closer around 0.0, but if it's still too bright, then we can change our shutter speed here until it's 0.0. Of course, I'm inside right now, so it's like pitch black on this, but yeah, 1/15, 7.1, change our exposure inside until it is at 0.0. Those settings are going to make sure that all of our brackets are perfectly exposed for our editor to make sure everything looks super good when we send over or edited images. This is also shooting on our 12 to 24 millimeter lens. This is shooting on super wide. We are typically at 12 millimeters, which is the widest we can get when shooting these real estate photos, going around shooting our wide shots. For our detailed shots, these settings may change a little bit. I'll do a separate video on that, but this is just for our basic real estate photography package, shooting on the wide angle lens at 12 millimeters. You can zoom in, it won't change the settings if you need to for like a front shot or the kitchen or something kind of creative, but normally we're at 12 millimeters, which is super wide. This is how we set up our camera for shooting real estate photography. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a text or call. Happy to help.